Well, hello guys. Alex from Motorcycles Vancouver. Sorry I'm not in the office or in Van City right now. We're just on the road doing our business thing, trying to get some moolah, trying to make a living. But I had to bring this to you because this was just the funniest thing I've seen all month. Vancouver police had to apologize over after freaking out about Shatter. So as you can see here in the video, I'll show you. This is Shatter. Shatter is refined marijuana. Basically, they use a pressure and heating technique. You basically press the weed or the shake or the plant materials, and it pushes them through to the bottom, and use wax paper or something of that nature to collect it. You get sheets of it like this. Now normally Shatter is sold for about $45 a gram, consumer price. Wholesale is generally about $25 a gram, but if you know producers, which I'm sure many of you do in Vancouver who are watching this video, you can get things for as inexpensive as $500 for an ounce. So that gives you an idea. At the price of $45 a gram, you're gonna net about $1,500–$1,600. So still very profitable, especially if you're using things like shake. The Vancouver police had to do some embarrassing backpedaling Monday, following a social media freakout of the supposedly deadly dangers of Shatter. Perhaps not realizing that Shatter wax, or dabs as they're commonly referred to, is just a concentrated form of weed. The cops sent out a ton of tweets warning people about this notorious new drug. Parents, please educate your kids on the dangers of Shatter. We cannot lose any more people to senseless overdoses. Read a tweet from the Gang Forces unit referring to an absolutely bogus scenario that's never, ever happened. Another tweet containing a photo of Shatter claimed the drug can cause temporary psychosis. Looks like toffee. And this was seized in a traffic stop. Beware. It does look like toffee. Anyone else think it weird that cops are using all cops and several exclamation points to get their message across, as the writer of this article from Vice News writes? I agree. I completely agree. So aside from the toffee comments, there's no truth to any of these claims. Not at all. There's no psychosis properties, there's no hallucinogenic properties, there's no recorded deaths. It's sensationalism. While well-intentioned, our tweets about Shatter, hashtag Shatter, were inaccurate and have been deleted. Our apologies. We will do better in the future, the Vancouver police said. Perry Kendall, a BC health official, told Global News that Shatter could make you very stoned, but has not been linked to any fatal overdoses, which makes sense considering that no one has ever died from smoking weed. Vancouver's finest aren't alone in their ignorance. Illinois police recently said something very similar, cautioned of the hallucinogenic and psychosis properties of Shatter. But weed advocates say there's only one real danger associated with Shatter, is the production. And it is very dangerous, okay? Do not do any of these backwood basement production, because what will happen is you will blow up your basement, and it happens all the time. This should be done with professional equipment, done correctly. In actuality, you can buy devices that'll produce this content for $300 to $400 for small units, but professional units are in the range of $1,200 to $2,500. If you have an industrial setting, you can do it perfectly safe. It's about moving it from the black market to the regulated market. A Colorado dispensary says, we don't have to make this a secret. In BC, the extracts have actually been an ongoing case in the Supreme Court for 5 years now. Recently, they just ruled on that, allowing the oils to be made. Now, with the new Liberal government in power, they've actually pushed the mandate to completely legalize marijuana, both as a medicine and as a recreational drug, Canada-wide. So very soon, within the next 6 months, you will see Marlboro Greens in the variety stores, which will be cigarettes with weed in them, or all weed-based cigarettes produced by these large manufacturers. You will start to see it in the 7-Elevens and corner stores of the world everywhere, in Canada, I should say. Interesting, right? So it is a major change. The main reason for this is to take the money away from the gangs and take the money away from the criminals and bring that into the hands of the government. Use it for taxation, use it for medical care, use it for preemptive drug abuse systems. You know, we can put some of this money back into more serious addiction. Social addiction is still a problem with marijuana. You can still have, you can still spend all of your money on things like weed or beer or coffee or shoes or purses, whatever it is. You can still have that addiction. And being that it is still considered a drug addiction would be the correct term. So, I think this is going to do a lot of good. There's actually a small Colorado town that's using the taxation money to send the students there to college free of charge, paying for secondary tuition. It's incredible. Think about that we could literally make school free overnight with something as simple as a new taxation on something that's been here for 100, 200 years in BC. It's been very common culture. They say as many as 1 out of every 5 houses in some area are grow operations. And that's incredible when you think about that. It's a lot of industrial production of marijuana that could be benefiting the government through taxation. Imagine if only one of those had to pay 30 grand a year in taxes. They'd be producing $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million a month or a year. You know, it's not hard to produce $2 million a month with a house full of marijuana. It's not. That is totally plausible. It grows like a weed. It is a weed. That's why they call it weed. So I think that this is the best thing. It's going to take the money from the cartels in places like California and Mexico. It's going to take the money away from some of the gangs here in BC. It's going to bring it back to the government and the community. And I think it will do a lot of good. So, police get a little crazy. You think some of these guys would know? I know, man. Some of them grew up in a bubble. Shatter, gonna kill you. You guys be careful. Shatter's coming to get you guys. So that's all for Alex on Motorcycles Vancouver with your local marijuana 411. Keeping you updated. #Shatter, #murder.